Hello, good morning. Today's topic is the soul as the inner sanctuary, exploring the soul as a sacred inner home, a place of safety, peace, and truth that remains untouched by eternal and external chaos. The soul is eternal and pure. And this is in the sense that the soul, in its most perfect form, has no desires whatsoever. So, if you take away all the impurities, everything that does not really belong to the original experience of the soul, you have a being that is completely pure, emotionally stable, and completely loving. The original state of the soul is a state of complete bliss. However, the soul left its original stage or experience and forgot it. And what I mean here is not like some kind of mystical thing where you go from one place to the other, but what I mean is in terms of its thinking and also feelings. And the soul became a restless seeker, looking always to fulfill its desires. And the desires are also a creation of the soul. So the soul has created something that the soul wants to fulfill. So all of these things about desires are creations of the soul. And the soul is then trapped in a permanent cycle of emptiness, fulfillment, fear of loss, emptiness, fulfillment, fear of loss, and so on, that never ends and becomes exhausting and chaotic over time. So, this is what causes internal and external chaos. It is this cycle of emptiness, fulfillment, fear of loss, and emptiness, fulfillment, and fear of loss that never ends, and then creates this perception of chaos. This never ending and exhausting cycle represents the loss of the sanctuary, of the place of safety, of stability, the loss of emotional security, which we once inhabited. And this cycle is not only this experience of an individual. What I mean, this cycle of emptiness, fulfillment, and fear of loss is not only the experience of a single person, but it's a collective experience. And everyone is trapped. Female, male, all the races, everyone is trapped in this external chaos, in this cycle of chaos, never ending. So now is the time to rediscover the sanctuary of peace that is our innate home. This sanctuary is not a mysterious place somewhere in a cave, like very often this is depicted in movies, or in a mountain, but it is rather an emotional experience of stillness. A place or an experience in which there is this total absence of desires, like a total experience of fulfillment, in which there is no feeling of I want, I need. It is an experience of letting go of everything. It's also an experience of letting go of I and mine in any form or shape. To reach this experience of sanctuary, you will need to focus your mind, discipline your mind to a diet of elevated thoughts. in this case, you need to create your own path. You have to create a path in which you keep images and affirmations, in which you focus your attention on this image of being totally fulfilled and totally happy, in which you also discipline your mind not to cultivate desires, in which you basically let go of any desires. So, normally I have a couple of affirmations to get there, and in these affirmations, I see myself as a totally contented being, a being full of love for all, a being of total health, and a being of total generosity, and finally, a being who is actually in harmony with all aspects of the world, with the body, with the mind, and with others. Reaching the sanctuary is done through the path of discipline of the mind. This requires the creation of a daily routine of thoughts, specifically every morning and evening, which has to be kept with religious discipline. Like the pilgrim who has to observe a path to reach the sanctuary, you have to be the pilgrim yourself. The pilgrim of the mind who observes the path to reach this place of safety, which is nothing else apart from the experience of the original purity, peace, and universal love of the soul. The love for everyone, the love for God, and the love for everything that exists. Om Shanti. See you in the next one.